Here it comes. Boy, what I won't do for ice cream. Here goes.
Don't waste your time, Garf.
Squeak, how'd you know I was up here?
I know all, I see all, and I see that the ice cream truck will hit a pothole in the street, and a case of chocolate num-num bars with almonds will pop out.
Chocolate num-num bars with almonds.
Told you, I have developed the power to see into the future. By the way, the garbage truck is about to come by, and when it hits the same pothole, you'll be covered with 30 pounds of rotten mackerel.
You know, I always like a little smelly fish with my chocolate num-num bars. Okay, now that I'm defished, I need to find out how Squeak did that.
You want to know how I know what's going to happen before it happens? John's doing chores. He's about to hit his thumb with a hammer.
How could you possibly know?
Oh, that hurts! Ow!
I'll hide. He's going to come in and say, "Oh, I smashed my poor little thumb with that big hammer."
Oh, I smashed my poor little thumb with that big hammer!
And now he's going to trip over Odie.
Odie, look out!
And you're going to wander off wondering how I do this.
Right again.
You're wondering, too. Well, I'll let you in on the secret. I've been doing something you've been doing. That's right. In fact, you're doing it right this second. Come on. I've been watching the Garfield show. John got this new satellite dish with all these new channels. And on one of them, guess what I found?
Here it comes. Boy, what I won't do for ice cream.
Yes.
Here goes.
So you see, the reason I know what's going to happen before it happens is that I've seen this cartoon already. Yeah, really. John and Garfield, they don't know about this terrific channel. And they don't know I've been recording episodes and storing them on the video recorder here. The episode you're watching, it's a rerun. And I recorded it 3 weeks ago. Here, I'll jump ahead. Hey! Hey! Let's see what happens in the next scene.
Squeak, I don't know how you predict the future, but...
I know. You want me to feed you my predictions and you'll become famous as the cat who can predict the future. Deal? That's coming up. I better get in there so I can be in that scene. Huh?
Okay, here's my idea, Odie. I'll give out Squeak's predictions, and I'll become famous as the cat who can predict the future.
Oh.
Squeak, I don't know how you predict the future, but...
I know. You want me to feed you my predictions and you'll become famous as the cat who can predict the future. Deal?
Come on, Odie. Let's get to work.
Now comes the part where I give Garfield predictions and he passes them on to John.
Garfield, I don't know how you knew that meteor was going to crash down to Earth, but you shoved me aside just in time. And earlier, you guessed who'd win that soccer match, and you even knew the final score. Is it possible you've become the cat who can predict the future?
How did I know you were going to say that? What?
The scientific community has been rocked by reports of a cat that can predict the future. In the last 7 days, Garfield Cat has predicted the outcome of the American World Series, the outcome of the Indianapolis 500 motor race, and the outcome of the legendary Kentucky Derby. He also amazingly predicted that those three events, usually held months apart, would all, for some reason, take place in the same week. But perhaps the cat's most impressive forecast came today.
You're famous, Garfield. I don't know how you do it.
Tonight, Garfield's powers will be tested on a special telecast of the TV series Somebody's Got Talent. If he can indeed predict the future, he will win $1 million.
What?
That's right. We'll win $1 million.
I'll win $1 million.
I'm going to get ready to go down to the station. Come on, Odie.
Ready to go, Squeak?
I'll meet you down there, Garf. There's something I gotta do first.
Suit yourself. Just make sure you're there to give me the predictions so I'll pass their test. John probably thinks I'll spend the whole $1 million on lasagna, but that's silly. I'll spend half on ravioli.
I realized something. I realized I'd never watched the end of this episode.
Here we go, guys. When we return home, we'll have $1 million.
I'll have $1 million.
I need to know what happens in the end so I'll know what to tell Garfield is gonna happen. What? Episode deleted? That can't be. I must have accidentally hit the delete button. It's gone. What am I gonna do if I can't watch the end of this episode? I know! This episode is on right now! It is! You're watching it, right? Well, then I can watch it. I just need to turn to the channel.
The Garfield Show will not be seen, so we can bring you tonight's special edition of Somebody's Got Talent!
No! We've been preempted! The show's not on! Quick, call the station and complain! Oh, Garfield's gonna be so mad! And right now, that's the only thing I can predict!
And now, the host of Somebody's Got Talent, Dr. Whipple!
Good evening. As usual, I'm joined tonight by the lovely actress, Kate Turkey Baster.
I vote no.
Not yet. Wait until there's an act on stage. And also with us is the famous food critic, Eddie Gourmand.
Hello, world! That's right. I'm talking to each and every one of you.
Ready to go on, Garfield?
No, where's my mouse?
Tonight, our first contestant is a local cat who claims to be able to predict the future.
I vote yes.
Not yet. We've arranged a special test, which of course he will fail, because it's impossible to predict the future.
I just knew you'd say that.
I vote no.
You stay out of this.
I have every right to say what I want to say.
When
I can
do we
speak my
vote?
opinion.
It's
It's
talking.
part
You
of
don't
the
know what
process.
you're talking
I'm
about.
signing
How
a
do you know
contract
that?
that Eddie
This
Gourmand can
isn't
say
fair.
what he wants to
All
say, and I can even talk about food if I want.
Can I get a word in here, please?
Gotta get there.
Garfield will be asked to predict which of the 52 playing cards I will draw from the deck. If he's right, he will win $1 million. And just to make things interesting, if Garfield is wrong, his owner, Mr. Arbuckle, will be dropped into this vat containing 10 tons of rancid cottage cheese.
I voted for soft frozen yogurt.
Ooh, I love soft frozen yogurt.
All right, Garfield, for $1 million, what card did I pick?
Squeak, where are you?
You have 15 seconds, Garfield.
Squeak, how could you abandon me like this? I'm gonna have to just take a wild guess. I'll pick the 3 of clubs. Huh?
Uh-oh. I'm just gonna have to guess. Jack of diamonds?
Time's up, Garfield. What card am I holding? The Jack of Diamonds? No, I'm sorry. It was the 3 of clubs.
Garfield!
John mad at you?
No, not really. He did say, though, that the only thing he's going to feed me for the next year is rancid cottage cheese. Hey, Squeak, how did you make those accurate predictions?
I've been watching the Garfield show.
What?
This show. It's on this great channel I found on the TV. Look.
Whoa!
Is John mad at you?
You've just been watching this episode?
Hey!
Squeak, when I get my hands on you, meow.
Don't hurt me, Garfield. I'm sorry.